Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and the most reliable mug coins on the market. And don't forget to use code FERDY at checkout for 5% off. The link for their website will be right at the top of the description. Are you looking to take your Madden game to the next level? Look no further than Civil.gg for the best ebooks on the market. Choose one of 2 membership options, and don't forget to use code FERDY at checkout for 25% off. What's going on, guys? Today we have the long overdue and the highly requested updated safety tier list. And yes, this does mean strong safeties and free safeties on the same tier list. And later today, I also will be dropping a tight end tier list. So if you want to see that, make sure you are sub with those notifications on. And by the way, in case you didn't know, half you guys who watch the videos are actually not subscribed. So that means most likely still you right now watching this. I probably told you before that you're not subscribed, but hey, go down there, hit that subscribe button, go hit the little bell, and you'll be sub with those noties on. You won't miss a single gameplay, a single tier list, or a single upload. Okay, so here is the updated safety tier list. We already do have a couple of new names on here, like Jordan Whitehead, Amani Hooker's on here, Jack Tatum's on here, and I believe, oh yeah, Chuck Clark's also a new name. And also Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates, I think, is a lock to get a card this week. You know, the Bengals being in the Super Bowl. I think for sure Jesse Bates does get a card this week, like 100%. His last upgrade is this 92, and he's been balling for the Bengals. He definitely does, deserve this card. So, yeah, Jesse Bates, I think will get an upgrade this week. And he'll probably be top 5 for sure, like 100%. He's 6'1", has pretty good speed on his 92 card. So I'd imagine that the next Jesse Bates card, it'll be the real deal for sure, man. But you guys can kind of see at the top, there really hasn't been that much movement. Like Isaiah Simmons is still up there, obviously. Sean Taylor, Taylor Mays, Ted Hendricks. We got Brian Dawkins, Calvin Johnson. And then also here are the 2 John Lynch cards. The team captain John Lynch, I do believe, is better than the Bo Knows John Lynch. So that's why there are 2 John Lynches up here. And I do believe, yes, the team captain John Lynch right now, the fully upgraded one with all team chems, is the better option over the Bo Knows John Lynch. Okay, so to get us started today, we are looking at the brand new 97 overall Super Bowl pass, Ronnie Lott. And I mean, you guys see the speed on this card, 95 speed, 94 acceleration. Ronnie Lott is also 6'2", 203, and does hit that man threshold. Great zone, obviously, can press, good catching, good tackling, good hit power, good pursuit, good block shed, and good impact block. So usually free safeties, you're not going to see them this good against the run. I mean, obviously there are a very select few. But also, have the mix of run stopping and zone and be able to play man, all that good stuff. So Ronnie Lott, I mean, this dude basically looks like a linebacker out there with those run stopping stats. We're talking 97 impact block out of free safety. Yes, sir, sign me up. We're gonna throw Ronnie Lott easily S tier, but I'm gonna put him in front of Sean Taylor. Yes, Ronnie Lott does have 2 less inches on his height than Sean Taylor, but I like the ability of Ronnie Lott's zone and his man. That's why Ronnie Lott is going to be before Sean Taylor on today's tier list. Both are great options, but I think Ronnie just has an advantage by a little bit. All right, so our next man up here is the 94 overall Landry. He has 94 speed, 93 acceleration, 90 agility, 89 COD, 90 awareness, 92 jumping, as well as 82 strength is also very impressive on his safety. But 90 play rec, does have very good zone, but low press, low man, but it's a pretty good run stopper with a 91 impact block, 88 tackling, 95 hit power, and 95 pursuit. And in my opinion, I think Landry is like a high A tier to low S tier player in this game right now. You could definitely debate a dude like maybe Brian Dawkins or even Calvin over him, just because Calvin is 6'5", 236. But I'm going to put Landry at low S tier for today. But again, I would hear debates for high A tier and maybe throw a dude like Brian Dawkins up here or maybe swap some dudes around. But I'm going to leave at high S tier. I did enjoy this card a lot when I used him. So yeah, Landry is going to be a low S tier safety right now. The next man up is the 96 overall, 94 speed, 95 acceleration, Ed Reed. He's got good awareness, good play rec, good COD, good jumping, can return kicks as well. When powered up, does hit that man threshold. Can't press, but still does hit that man threshold, and obviously good zone and good catching. Great animations, by the way, as well on Ed Reed. And also, on this card, he does hit much better than on his previous cards. I've noticed that from just using him whenever he crashes down. I go for click offs, and he does land some hit sticks at a pretty high rate. So this Ed Reed card, I'm a big fan of him. He does, like I said, animate very well. I would love to see this card on like a Jets or a Ravens team, obviously. But yeah, we're going to throw Ed Reed. I don't think he's like a high S tier card, but we're going to throw him at low S tier. I do think there's a little bit of a drop off between LeBron Landry and Ed Reed, but for now, they're going to be right next to each other. And next up, we have another Team of the Week safety. I believe both these dudes came out on the same week, but yeah, 96, Ken Houston, 93 speed, 95 acceleration, good COD, good awareness, good jumping, good play rec, good man, good zone, good catching as well, and 95 catching. Damn, I didn't even notice that. 91 catching traffic, and also pretty good against the run as well with that 90 impact block. 86 tackling, 94 pursuit, and 86 block shed. Ken Houston is also 6'3", so big body safety. So for now, I mean, Ken, yeah, he has not the best speed. You basically got to put him on a theme team to really be using him right now. And also, I never really noticed the lack of variety at that safety position. Like, there's a pretty good fall off at the safety position right now. And if you compare like the receiver speed to the safety speed, it does get a little bit concerning. So Ken Houston, this is a good card. I think you got to put him on like a Washington or a Titans theme team. But Ken Houston, we're gonna throw him at mid to high A tier or right behind our man John Lynch for today. Next up, we have the 95 overall Rodney Harrison, and I'm actually still not sure who approved this card to come out, but 91 speed, like, I don't know how they actually dropped this card, but 91 speed safety, 91 acceleration. Yes, he is pretty good against the run. Like, he's not anything special, but he can stop the run pretty well. If you are going to use this card because you have a Patriots team or whatever, I'd probably play him in the box. I would not play this dude over the top because, like I just said, the receivers in this game are way better than the safeties in this game right now. So, yeah, do not play him as your over-the-top guy because he's simply just not getting the job done with that 91 speed. And I still, like I said, don't know who approved, who allowed this card to come out, but we're going to throw Ronnie Harrison at low C tier. He's by far the highest overall, you know, down at C tier and down in those lower tiers. So, yeah, Rodney Harrison, I still don't know how this card came out. I still have no idea who approved it. So next up, we have the Super Bowl passed 95 overall Tyrique Matthews. Has that 94 speed, 94 acceleration, good COD, good awareness, good play rec, good jumping at 89. But I do have a saying, or especially in the secondary, the shortest I'll go on a card is 5'11". Tyrique Matthews, unfortunately, is 5'9", but his cards do usually play pretty well. But yeah, also that low impact block, low block shed does scare me a little bit. But can play man, can play zone, can press. And honestly, not a bad option at like cornerback if you want to play him at corner. I mean, you could always go that route with him because he can press, can play zone, good man, and that speed is good enough to play like on a Cardinals or a Chiefs team. So yeah, I don't hate Tyrique Matthews at corner if you are gonna use him. But again, he is 5'9", so it does get a little bit dicey. But yeah, for a corner, he's got good run stopping stats, you know. But even for a safety, I think he's still pretty good. We're gonna throw Tyrique Matthews. Let's throw Tyrique. Let's throw him right in front of Darnell Savage. Let's put him up there. I like his speed still. The ability to play coverage. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Tyrique Matthews at like low to mid A tier. Next man up is the 95 overall Team Diamond Eric Weddle. 93 speed, 94 acceleration, 90 agility, 93 COD, good awareness, good play rec, good jumping, can play man, can play zone, can't press, but has good pursuit, good tackling, and decent hit power. And also pretty good block shade, good impact block. I think if this card like had 94 speed, he could potentially be like a high A tier to low S tier player. But with that 93 speed, I'm gonna leave Weddle. I do think he's still an A tier card, but I think he's a low A tier card. So we're gonna throw Eric Weddle right behind Darnell Savage at A tier here today. So next up, we have the Rams strong safety, 96 overall Nick Scott from the playoff promo. And this card's pretty nice, standing at 5'11", 94 speed, 97 acceleration, 95 awareness, 95 play rec, can jump, can play man, can play zone, and usually you don't see safeties that have better man than zone, but Nick Scott, yeah, he's got better man than zone. Also a pretty good tackler. Unfortunately, if he does find a block, that's gonna be a problem. You're gonna notice, the low block shed and the low impact block. But outside of that, a pretty nice card. Standing at 5'11". I think Nick Scott is a mid to high A tier safety in this game right now. I think on a theme team, you could make this card pretty nice. So I'm gonna throw Nick Scott right in front of Tyrique Matthews, but right behind Ken Houston. And again, you could debate him higher depending on what you value in a safety. But I'm gonna leave Nick Scott behind John Lynch, and I think I'm gonna put him in front of Ken Houston. Though I think this one's pretty close. I'm gonna put him in front of Ken Houston, but yeah, I think definitely mid to high A tier for Nick Scott, a very good safety option in the game right now. So next up, we have the 96 overall Team of the Year strong safety, Harrison Smith. And this card, he's actually very good. If you have a Vikings team, I really hope that you're using Harrison Smith. And even not on a Vikings team, this card is still really nice. I mean, 94 speed in the game right now for the safeties is super good. And if this card came out and say like Madden 20, they probably would have given Harrison Smith 91 speed. That's probably what would have happened, and he would have been given the Rodney Harrison treatment. But this card is really good. Good zone, good catching. The card is 6'2", 214, and also a really good tackler. I mean, like a really good tackler. I am surprised that his block shed and his impact block are not more like Ronnie Lott, but it's still a really good card. Good build, good speed, good zone, and a really good tackler as well. So, yeah, without question, Harrison Smith is an S-tier safety in the game right now. I'm going to leave him behind Ted Hendricks. I still like Ted a lot because Ted is 6'7". Ted can still play zone. Like, Ted's still a really good card. So, I'm going to put Harrison Smith right behind Ted Hendricks. But it just kind of goes to show how good that Ted Hendricks card really is, because he's really like that. Like, he's really that guy. So, next up, we have the 96 overall playoff Troy Polamalu. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, good COD, good awareness, good play rec, good jumping. The card does stand at 5'10", 207 pounds, but can play man, can play zone. Good tackling, good hit power, good pursuit, good block shed, as well as that good impact block. So I do like Polamalu's card a lot because he's pretty good against the run. Like I said, my rule is usually I'm not going to use a card under 5'11", but I think I would make an exception for Polamalu just because he can kind of just do everything. And for that reason, I'm going to put Polamalu, again, it is a tough debate, but I'm going to put Polamalu in front of John Lynch. Because of the height, he does stay down a little bit lower. And honestly, I'm going to put him in front of Calvin too. I know that Calvin is 6'5", but give me Polamalu's speed. Polamalu's better against the run than Calvin as well. And can play man and can play zone. And also Polamalu cards, they always just play well above their overall, well above their stats. So even though Polamalu is 5'10", and I think you honestly could debate Nick Scott over Polamalu, but I don't see it. I do value the run stopping ability a lot on safeties, and the fact that Polamalu has good impact block, has good block shed, can play man, can play zone, has good speed, good play rate, good awareness. I think without question Polamalu is up there at A tier. So next up, we have the other Team of the Year safety, and that is free safety, 96 overall, Jeremy Chinn. Good speed, 94, can jump. The COD, the awareness, and the play rec all over 90, so that's very nice. Can play man, can play zone, and I've noticed there's a lot of safeties in this game that have good tackling, have good hit power, have good pursuit, which, yes, is very important. But if they get blocked, even by like a receiver, there's going to be problems. Like 65 block shed and 72 impact block is definitely a little bit concerning. So, yeah, Jeremy Chinn is a good card. I think he's definitely an S-tier card, but I've just kind of noticed that there's a lot of safeties in this game that, yeah, they have good pursuit and good hit power and good tackling, but once they get blocked, they kind of become a non-factor, which I never really noticed until right now. But Jeremy Chinn, obviously a good card, standing at 6'3", 221 pounds, so that does have a pretty good build, and I feel like this card would have been probably like up there much higher than where I'm going to put him if he had, you know, good block shed and good impact block to back up his height and his weight and his ability, you know, play zone and play man and all that good stuff. But still a really good card. I think a really good user as well. So Jeremy Chinn, let's throw him right up here at S tier in front of Harrison Smith. I do think it is pretty close, but give me Jeremy Chinn. He's 1 inch taller, and yeah, I'm going to go Jeremy Chinn over Harrison Smith, and also Jeremy can play man as well. So yeah, Jeremy Chinn in front of Harrison Smith at safety. Okay, so we have one more player to look at, and I was just kind of sitting here looking at the tier list, and I was thinking to myself, would I really take Landry over a dude like Brian Dawkins or Polamalu? And I'm going to go with no. So I'm going to move down Landry, and I was looking at the stats between Troy Polamalu and Brian Dawkins, and I like Polamalu's card a little bit more. I really do. I mean, I had these guys both as equals. That's why they're both kind of here at A tier, but I'm going to move Polamalu up to low S tier. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And I was thinking, like, yeah, would I really take Landry, even on a theme team? You say you put both these guys on their own respective theme teams. Yeah, I'm taking both Brian Dawkins and Troy Polamalu over Landry. I don't know. Do you guys feel the same way? I don't really know. I was just kind of sitting here looking at it. So I'm going to make that little switch. I'm going to put Polamalu at low S tier. And yeah, I'm going to move LeBron down to high A tier. Still a good card, but I'm going to move him down for sure. Because yeah, on a theme team, I would definitely take LeBron. I mean, I would definitely take both Polamalu and Brian Dawkins over LeBron Landry. So I made that little switch right there. And yeah, let's get into the last card. And finally, last but not least, we have the 95 overall MCS Derwin James. And I'm definitely happy that EA is giving us better cards for coming to their streams. And this Derwin James card, he's the real deal, man. So 96 speed, 95 acceleration, which by the way, 96 speed on a safety does mean powered up 97. If you have full DB strat cards, you can get this man to 99 speed, not even on a theme team, which is really, really nice. This card's kind of a unique one as far as coverage goes because he does not hit the man threshold, but does hit the press threshold as well as the zone threshold. And also against the run, he is very, very nice. Honestly, a really good user option. Standing at 6'2", 215, but you could also play him over the top as well because he has that crazy good speed as well as crazy, zone coverage and stuff like that. So this Derwin James card, I'm a huge fan of this card. I think for sure he is a top 2 safety in the game right now. So I'm going to put him right at the top up here with Isaiah Simmons. And I really do think there is a debate between Isaiah Simmons and Derwin James. If I could add like an S+ tier, it would be Derwin James and Isaiah Simmons up there by themselves. And maybe Ronnie Lott slips in there somehow. But yeah, Derwin James, Isaiah Simmons. Let me know down below. Are you taking Isaiah or are you taking Derwin James? Me personally, I still think Isaiah Simmons is the best safety in the game right now. 6'4", can play man, can play zone. He's almost 240 as well, which is really nice. So I still think Isaiah Simmons has it by just a little bit. But again, I could hear a debate for Derwin James just because, on a theme team, base 99 speed, can stop the run very well. He's still 6'2", 215, so a good build, you know what I mean? So I could hear a debate for either, but let me know down below, Simmons or Derwin James. I think it's very close, but yeah, that is going to do it for today's safety tier list. Our top 5 safeties today on February 8th, 2022 are Isaiah Simmons, Derwin James, Ronnie Lott, Sean Taylor, and Taylor Mays. So definitely a very, very solid top 5 right there. And as always, drop a comment down below. I do read every single comment, whether you agree with me or if you disagree with me. Maybe you think Rodney Harrison should be top 10. Maybe you think, I'm not valuing height enough. Maybe you think I'm valuing height too much. Let me know down below. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm pretty happy with today's tier list. And yeah, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.